My name's Jason, and I travel full-time with my wife Yulema and our pup Thelma in our fifth wheel RV. I'm an average rider in search of new trails and adventures in every state that we visit. Well, I finally did it. I bought a full suspension mountain bike. This is a 2021 Giant Trance 3, large frame, 29-inch wheels. So, a quick backstory on why I chose this bike. I knew after looking for a while, that I wanted a short travel full suspension, just for the type of riding that I do. But I didn't really have any one particular bike in mind as far as brand goes, other than maybe the Polygon T7 or T8. As you guys know, right now during COVID, finding a bike in a local bike shop has been kind of difficult. They're still slow to arrive. The manufacturers are slow to produce them. So I've been watching Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for anything used that might have popped up. Currently we're down here in the Corpus Christi, Texas area, and unfortunately out here mountain biking just isn't, that big. So there really isn't anything available on either one of those sites, other than a 2021 Scott 970 that kind of caught my eye. It was a medium-sized frame, and it was listed at $1,800, which is just below retail. It was a little further away than I felt like driving at the time to go look at, but I did find a bike shop fairly close by that carried the Scott brand, and they actually had two. One was a small and one was a large frame. So I drove over there to check it out. I got there, tried out the small frame. It was obviously way too small for me. Sat on the large frame, rode it around the parking lot, and actually it felt pretty comfortable, surprisingly. I usually ride medium frames, Actually, that's all I've ever ridden was medium frames, and I was surprised that the large actually felt pretty comfortable. The problem though was I wasn't overly impressed with the bike itself, how it felt, and especially for the price that they were asking, which was $2,100. I'm sure it's not a bad bike, but just for the money, the Scott 970 is a entry-level full suspension mountain bike. And for me, I just knew I didn't want to get something that I would feel like I needed to upgrade right away, especially the suspension. So it was important to me to find something with good suspension components on it, which the 970 has rock shocks, but they were the entry-level rock shocks. So I brought it back inside, and that's when I spotted the Giant, kind of sitting off to the side there. So I asked the sales guy, Scott, if I could try it out, just to get a feel for it, because just looking at it, from a distance, I could tell it was a little bit higher end bike, and I just wanted to see what it felt like, suspension wise, and it was also a large frame, and just to kind of compare it a little bit, see if that one also felt comfortable to me. So I took it out, rode it around the parking lot, and instantly I could tell a difference in the components, especially the suspension. It's got the Marzuki Z2 front fork and the Fox float on the rear. It felt really plush, especially compared to the 970. It felt very stiff and harsh, just what little bit I rode around the parking lot. And then also the bike, size-wise, being a large, surprisingly it felt really comfortable to me also. And even better than that, to my surprise, it was only $200 more than the Scott. And so I made the decision to buy the Giant, and I'm glad that I did. I can't wait to get it out on some real trails, get it in some chunk and some tech, and really put it to a test. I've already made a few changes so far. I put the grips, the ergon grips that I had on my Kona back on this bike. I did swap the seat over and use the seat from my Kona. The seat that came on the bike was, for me, just really uncomfortable. And I bought some new pedals, which I'll do a video on that to come. I am really excited for this year. I'm really excited that I have this new full suspension bike. I think it's really going to help me out on the trails. And I'm excited for the channel, what maybe this is going to bring as far as content goes. And also, I just want to say thank you to you guys for subscribing, watching my videos, liking my videos. Please, comment, give me your thoughts, and I look forward to making many videos with this bike. Also, during these crazy times, make sure you get out there and support your local bike shops. Big shout out to Bicycle World in Corpus Christi, Texas. And a big thanks to Scott for taking the time to show me the bikes. Now get off the couch and go for a ride. See you guys next time.